Hello, welcome to my channel, Nenya Reacts. Today we are watching Outlander. I started watching Outlander the first season when it first came out, and then I made my husband watch it. I've not seen it since all those years ago, whenever that was. I was thinking of things to watch because I watch reaction channels myself. All of a sudden I thought, oh my God, I've never watched a Outlander reaction. I wonder if people have done it. So I went and had a look, and people have done it. All women, actually. So guys are missing a trick. You should watch it. And I started watching someone react to it. Can't remember who it was. I don't know her channel. I thought I should react to Outlander. So then I stopped watching it because I was seeing things. I was like, oh, I don't remember that. Oh, I don't remember that. So I should watch it again. And I told my husband, I said, I'm going to watch Outlander for my reaction channel. And he said, oh, but I want to watch it with you again. And I said, well, I can watch it for the reaction channel and then I can watch it with you. And he was like, oh, no, don't worry. You're not going to want to do that. But I think I can get him to watch it with me again. Yeah. Okay. I'll give all opinions later. There's no point going into it now, is there? Oh, a spiderweb up there. So should we press play? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This series is from a book that I've just ordered on Audible. So I'm going to be hopefully I'm going to try and read it along as I watch it. The first book is 32 hours on Audible, so it's going to be a while, isn't it? But I think there's 16 or so episodes in season 1. Yeah, I think it's all in Scotland, this one, isn't it? So, but I'm really, really excited, and it just encapsulates everything that I love. It's got period drama, romance, science fiction of like the time travel and stuff. Let's go. Should we start it? Okay, I need to calm down. Hold on. Flipping heck. Okay. All right. It's been a while. It's been a while. Let's watch. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Oh, I sound like Darth Vader.
People disappear all the time. Young girls run away from home.
They do. It's bad nowadays as well. I wanted to run away from home when I was a kid. And I did leave home for a period of time when I was a teenager.
6 months after the end of the war.
Okay, so that's very soon after the end of the war, 6 months. The UK was in a bit of a state still.
Hold him right now, you hear me?
Yes.
Jesus. Oh, messy. Someone knock him out so he doesn't have to suffer this.
Did you hear? It's over. It's really finally over.
Victory Day. How does she feel about it? She's not celebrating with the rest of them, is she? It must be kind of surreal. Probably not. I'd probably just be shattered.
Sometimes wonder what would have happened if I'd bought that vase and made a home for it. Would that have changed things?
No, wouldn't have changed anything.
Sing me a song.
This song is so lovely. I go around the house singing it. Really catchy. And all these scenes we see throughout the season, don't we? At some point. Jamie. Sassenach. First episode is called Sassenach. That being Claire, the English woman. Forget-me-nots. My forget-me-nots didn't come back this year. I planted them last year and...
We were in Scotland on our second honeymoon. Or at least that's what Frank called it. Getting to know the people we'd become after 5 years apart.
5 years apart. I can't imagine. Yeah, you'd be completely different people, wouldn't you? Like strangers.
Blood?
You sure?
Think I should know the look of blood by now.
She's a bit of a know-it-all, Claire, isn't she? I love the clothes. Don't you love the clothes? I love their hats. I've been to Scotland twice. Once in Glasgow to watch Eminem in concert.
Are you a professor then, Mr. Randall?
I will be soon.
Oh. Ghosts are freed on the feast days, and they'll be wandering about, free to do good or ill as they please.
Nice. Frank is so knowledgeable, isn't he? He would be, if you're interested in history, it'd be great to have a conversation with him.
We both thought things would return to the way they once were. But they hadn't.
No.
Gosh. So much for marital privacy.
Ah! Squeaky.
Of any renewed attempt to start a family.
Okay, so he's letting you know that they're going to be trying for a child again.
You'll never manage the next branch in your family tree if you don't show more industry than that.
Okay, she's on board.
What are you doing? Right. Ridiculous.
They are going to break the bed. I've not jumped on a bed in years. She probably sees this all the time. Hears this all the time. 5 years apart. Oh, he loves her, doesn't he? Oh, we love Frank. Frank is a good guy. No, that's the real sound. She's nice.
You see up there? Up the top there, that's Cocknalman Rock. And in the 17th and 18th centuries, you'd have often found a British Army patrol up there, lying in wait for Scottish rebels and brigands.
This is so important, this episode, isn't it? Because everything we kind of see in this episode is really important for her to remember later, isn't it?
I'd learned to dig latrines and boil water.
Wow, what a cool childhood. Well, that will come in handy, won't it? Her life experiences, but her life being a little bit tougher, not being kind of bubble wrapped.
Castle Lear was the ancestral home of the laird of the Mackenzie clan.
Mackenzie? This castle in ruins now. I love stuff like this. I'd love to go about. My husband's not so fussed. She's supporting him in his venture to explore his hobbies and listen to the music. Still a table in there. There's still bottles left.
What do you think this was used for? You'll get dirty.
You can give me a bath.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Claire. Come on, Frank. Oh. There's a lot of this in Outlander, isn't there? I remember.
I distinctly heard the barman in the pub last night refer to us as Sassenachs.
I hope you didn't take offence. It only means Englishman, after all, or at worst, Outlander.
Going to be hearing a lot more of that, Clay. Better get used to it, Sassenach.
Oh, I had a terrible time with that Earl Grey.
I don't like Earl Grey. We like Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire Gold is nice.
Tea leaves, then.
Drink up your cup. Let's see what we've got there.
The Grim.
Am I going to meet a tall, dark stranger and take a trip across the sea?
Not dark, but...
There's the curved leaf, which indicates a journey, but it's crossed by a broken one, which means staying put. Show me your hand, dear.
Which one? Your right one?
I would.
Do you want to see mine? Any palm readers out there? What does it say?
The large thumb now means that you're strong-minded. Is your Mount of Venus. The marriage line's divided means 2 marriages. Most divided lines are broken. Yours is forked.
So it goes like this, and then it goes like that.
It would have to have been someone very high up in the hierarchy of the day to exert that kind of influence. The Duke of Sandringham?
The Duke died under very suspicious circumstances just before the Battle of Edinburgh.
None of that, none of that.
I love a good ghost story as much as the next fellow.
I do. I like ghost stories. I've got a couple. They're not very, very good, though. Yeah, you'd be thinking, Peeping Tom.
Excuse me. Can I help you with something?
What do we see? Don't see his face. We know who it is, though, but... Crazy. We don't... Do we get any closure on that? What's that about? Ghost. Well, we know that the ghost can come back on this day, but why is his ghost there in this time?
Darling, what's the matter?
I've just seen a ghost.
Did you have many Scots in your charge during the war?
Yes.
Right.
What is it exactly that
Yeah, he's...
you're asking me, Frank?
Mm.
I thought he might be someone you'd nursed. Someone who might be looking for you now. It wouldn't be unusual.
Yeah.
If I've been unfaithful.
I think she was a bit too busy to have an affair.
Is that what you think of me?
It would make no difference to me. I love you, and nothing you could ever do could stop my loving you.
That's nice. She didn't know, Frank. Yet. We all get a bit jealous, don't we, sometimes? I think it's perfectly natural. See a guy looking up at your wife. But you just got to keep with your rational mind, not your paranoid mind. Whoa, Jesus! Okay.
Sex was our bridge back to one another.
Oh, Jesus! I think they would reconnect, wouldn't they? Like, they just need a bit of time to get to know each other and kind of fall back in love.
I want to set an alarm.
Well, I think Frank's in love with her. I think she's in love. They're in love with each other, aren't they? It's just a bit fractured at the moment.
I want to see the witches.
Must I ask?
Apparently, there's a circle of standing stones on a hill just outside the village called Craig na Dun.
Craig na Dun. Yes, important. Important. We're going to try and remember everyone's names and the places and stuff this time. I'm going to try. And these stones aren't real. It's just a set. They're actually made from polystyrene. They look real. Look really good. Well done, set designers. There we go. It's obviously like based on all the different stone monuments around the world. I think that Scotland have a few, but this isn't one of them. I've never been to Stonehenge, but it's unfortunate because you can't actually go up to it anymore. You have to stay behind the fence, but you used to be able to go and walk between the stones. I understand why. Oh, there's Thingamabob. Mrs. Graham. Lovely, lovely music. It's like... wow, it's like fairy-like. So are they keeping the magic alive in the stones, or is that just...
And some small voice inside warned me. I wasn't supposed to be here. I was an unwelcome voyeur to something ancient and powerful.
Is she unwelcome? Or is she meant to? Is she not meant to? Time travel and... I have so many, like, theories and questions about the whole time travel thing. Beautiful, these lanterns. They look like flowers. Oh, I've got the chills. Oh my God, I got goosebumps. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What a lovely scene. That's the portal. I wonder if they keep it alive or if they're just sort of like just worshipping this sacred place that they know is capable of doing what it does. Not for Frank. Lovely blue flowers. Oh, someone's coming back. So if that didn't happen, she probably wouldn't have... she'd have taken the forget-me-nots then, and then she wouldn't have gone back. So that girl didn't come back. Who is that girl? Did she come back on purpose? Did she know?
I think it's a forget-me-not, but I'm not sure.
It is.
Why don't you pop back and get it? Love you.
Love you.
That's the last time. God. Can you imagine if you knew the last time that you were ever going to like kiss your loved ones or see or speak to them? At least it was a nice like last interaction. Some people like have an argument and things happen. So wow, it's just so chilling. Knowing what's about to happen, it changes everything. Blowing cold in Scotland. Forget-me-nots are the flower of September. If that's your birthday, they're your birth flower. Is it calling? It's like it's calling her. Do you think that's what the noise is? It sounds like an ancient sound, doesn't it?
And I woke to see the world spinning outside the car windows. And the sickening sensation of falling at high speed.
Reminds me of like Alice in Wonderland when she goes into Wonderland and she's falling. Everything's upside down. Wow. Does it look exactly the same? It wouldn't, would it? Oh, yeah, 200 years, not that much, is it? But it would look different. Still would look different, but you probably wouldn't notice, maybe. There's the tree. That would be different as well, wouldn't it? Surely. It's gone down. So this is where the road should be here. And there's no road. What would you be thinking? It'd be so confusing, wouldn't it? I would stay. Just stay there. Don't, oh no. Nothing you could do now anyway, is there? Even if she wanted to, she couldn't go back through, could she? Because you've got to have a stone or something. Full moon, stone, is that it? Oh God. Where are you wandering? I'm gonna get lost. Jesus. Jesus. Oh my God. Jesus.
Perhaps I had stumbled onto the set of a cinema company filming a costume drama of some sort.
Yeah, that's what you'd think. That's what you'd think. You'd think that this was a reenactment. That people do stuff like that. Scottish. Ivana Kedavra!
But there was no logical reason.
Shut.
Ammunition.
Bagpipes. Not the nicest sounding instrument, are they? I don't mind doing this. But when I was in Scotland, I used to be woken by bagpipes in our bedsit. Oh, I'm like, shut up! That and seagulls. Yeah. Could take a little bit. But after a week, it was a bit too much. Oi, oi.
You're not Frank. Who the bloody hell are you?
Your worst nightmare.
I'm Jonathan Randall, Esquire.
I don't think she should have ran. What should she have done? She shouldn't have ran.
Frank Wood.
Can't say.
Get off me, you bastard.
Oh no.
The language of a whore. I choose the whore.
It's Frank's ancestor. Crazy.
Through it!
What?
Through it!
Murta? Yeah. Yes, Murta! Murta's one of my favourite characters in this.
My erstwhile saviour fairly reeked of odours too foul to be part of any dream I was likely to conjure up.
You would absolutely reek back then. Absolutely. They would have been humming. Their toes would have been growing extra toes.
Kalakasanak, the Gotuus Olympia.
Need subtitles. Dougal!
I didn't want to lead them back to Frank.
Lead them back to Frank. Get a clue, Claire.
I'll stick with her shirt. She's no a whore.
Hurrah.
Find the road back to Inverness in the gathering darkness felt like a fool's errand.
She still thinks she's in her time. She's just met Blackjack and she's had... Okay. It's okay. Got a dislocated arm.
Would have been to keep my head down, my mouth shut.
I don't think so, Claire. That's not in your nature. Keep your mouth shut. Oh my God. Claire couldn't do that.
Don't you dare!
It's funny because being English myself, you can tell that she's not English, her accent. Oh, look at that. How did they do that? Was good.
Fetch me a long piece of cloth or a belt.
Fetch me, she says.
What's that? Is that attraction, that look? That is there something? She's feeling something.
There were no electric
Still
lights
not
as far
fixed.
as the eye could see. I was no longer in the 20th century.
Yeah. Okay, she's got it. Oh, God, Claire. What a
I shall
nightmare.
slit your throat for you. Do you understand me?
Calm down, Dougal. Should be absolutely frozen. Frozen stiff. It's raining as well.
What are you trying to do?
I'll get my plaid loose to cover you.
They don't have any waterproof materials back then, so this would just get... No cars now. Horsey. Need a cushion for your bottom. Wow. Taken so long to get anywhere, wouldn't it, back then? Imagine going back in time. I would not want to go back in time. No way. I would die back in time. I would not survive for very long. I have Graves' disease.
I recognise that rock. The one that looks like a cock's tail.
Cocknamon rock.
Yeah.
The English, they use it for ambushes. They could be lying in wait right now.
Ghoul. Ghoul. Ghoul.
He called him Dougal. Not Dougal.
You'll be telling me exactly how and why you come to know there's an ambush up ahead.
Gosh, yeah, you'd wish that you'd have done your research, wouldn't you? What are the chances that Frank's talking about this exact time period? Because obviously for his research about his ancestors, and she goes back to this exact time period. I feel like in Outlander everything's very meant to be, nothing's chance. What do you think? Just making a run for it.
Lost your way.
Put your arm back in your sling.
Hope you haven't been misusing that shoulder.
It's cute.
I'm not going with you.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
I shall pick you up and throw you over my shoulder. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you do.
I suppose that means you're coming with me.
He looks so young, doesn't he, Jamie, here?
Serves you right. Probably torn your muscles as well as bruising.
Jamie's hard as nails, though, Claire. It would be very suspicious of how she knows this information. What do you reckon would have happened if she'd have told them now? I think it might have been all right. If she'd have told these guys. Oh.
Gunshot wound.
Oh. In the neck. Not here.
It'll need to be disinfected before I can dress it properly.
Disinfect?
Must be cleaned of dirt to protect it from germs.
Germs?
Get me some iodine.
Come on, love. They won't know all those.
Alcohol. Right, I need a sterile bandage and some clean cloth.
I'll just nip to the shop, shall I, love?
Jesus H. Roosevelt Christ.
They've got nothing.
Come on, you goddamn bloody bastard.
I've never had a woman use such language in my life.
I think Claire's quite modern for her time, really. So to get 15 miles, it takes you 5 hours back then.
Did you hear me?
Randall.
You know Randall? Black Jack Randall, that is.
I think Jamie's a cat. He's got 9 lives, isn't he?
Thank you, Sassenach. Truly.
God. Yeah, you're married, love, and you fall for him a bit too quickly for my liking. I think it's a bit... But I mean, in this, they are soulmates. They're like magnets. It's like a magical love and bond that they have with each other. Obviously not really what she has with Frank. She can't help it almost, can she?
Castle Leoch.
But it's out of order.
I'd been here with Frank 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, this is where...
Or was that in the future?
Crazy.
So far, I'd been assaulted, threatened, kidnapped, and nearly raped. And somehow, I knew that my journey had only just begun.
Not half. Wow. And this was all in ruins, wasn't it, in the future? Wow. Okay. Excellente. So that was episode 1 of season 1, Sassenach, Outlander. Really good. So in the first episode, she goes back in time. So that all happens quite quickly, which is great because you kind of just want to get on with it a little bit, don't you? You want to go back in time. I know that we see a lot of the future. We see a lot of the future throughout, like with flashbacks. Only just been introduced to a couple of key characters that are going to be very integral to the story going forward. We've got Jamie, Dougal, Murta. Is that Angus? We've got Angus. Was that Angus? The cheeky chappy one. And she's gone through the stones. We've met Blackjack, Randall already. She's gone to, what was it? I'm trying to, Castle Leoch, was it? And that's where I believe that's the Mackenzie clan's castle, which is run by, I believe, who is it? Colum, which is Dougal's brother. So we'll see that all in the next episode. What's this name? Executive in charge of production, Marigot. What a nice name. What a amazing first episode. I'm really happy to be watching this again with you guys. Like to watch more of my videos, please subscribe. And if you liked this reaction, then like it. Catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.